Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's Explainer. We're looking at a situation today that, honestly, anyone who's ever managed a network, a server, or a home lab knows all too well. You know how it starts, right? It starts with an alert, a repetitive, nagging, just deeply frustrating IT alert that practically screams for your attention, popping into your inbox day after day. It's the exact kind of notification that makes you want to just, well, find a mute button so you can finally go about your day in peace. But, as we're going to see in this breakdown, silencing an alert is a very, very different beast than actually solving the problem.
So here's the specific setup we're looking at. We've got a Proxmox Backup Server sitting up in a UK loft right in the dead middle of a brutal summer heat wave. And inside this machine, a 5 terabyte Seagate hard drive. Well, every single day, the system's monitoring daemon, smartd, is firing off an email. The alert is a smart warning specifically flagging attribute 190, airflow temperature. Basically, the disk is complaining, loudly and consistently. It's acting like a deeply annoying, but technically 100% correct little sentinel. Now, you can completely understand the user's frustration here, right? They know the warning happened. They know that one incredibly hot afternoon permanently scarred the disk's memory, logging that massive temperature spike into the smart record forever. The human instinct here is just so relatable. You just want to hit acknowledge, make it stop. So the user asked a pretty simple question. Can this just be acknowledged, or is my inbox doomed to receive this daily spam until the drive finally dies or gets completely replaced?
That brings us to Section 1, the great Homelab debate, software versus physical.
And this brilliantly illustrates a classic divide in IT troubleshooting. When the owner took their plea to the community, looking for any way to silence these warnings, the replies instantly split into two camps. On one side, you have the TuneSmart crowd, the software fix. This camp looks at the abstract stuff, attribute numbers, daemon logs, device paths, and config files. But on the other side, you have Fix the Heat, the physical fix. This camp is looking at the harsh, literal reality of a mechanical hard drive desperately trying to survive inside a hotbox above a house. Let's take a look at that software solution first.
The software camp gave the exact, literal answer to the user's question. Because yes, you absolutely can configure smartd so it stops sending you the exact same message day in and day out. By just navigating to the smartd config file, that's @/etc/smartd.conf, you can add a really simple flag, -m once. This basically tells the system, hey, send the initial warning email and then stop the daily nag cycle. For folks who manage their alerts through other dashboards, like Sabex or something, this is a completely valid, totally standard inbox management answer. But as valid as that software fix is, it comes with a massive warning label. Actually, one community member delivered this absolute punch of a metaphor, and it hits the nail on the head. They said, don't use -m once as a pillow over the smoke alarm while the server keeps roasting upstairs. Wow, right? This brings us crashing right back down from the clean, abstract world of software configs into the very dangerous physical reality of the situation. The system wasn't just replaying some stale historical warning, it was getting the exact same error every single day because it was actively cooking.
Which leads us to Section 2, the rotisserie loft, a terrible data center.
So the owner finally had to step away from the keyboard, ditch the software configs, and make the actual physical journey up into the loft to check on the hardware. When they got up there to move the machine, they described the experience with this visceral realization, literally saying they were feeling like a rotisserie chicken. I mean, that one sentence tells you way more than any technical spec sheet ever could. Look, lofts are super tempting, right? They hide noise, they hide cables, they keep your servers completely out of sight. But out of sight often means a literal thermal trap. Think about it. If a human felt cooked after just a quick trip up there, imagine being the hard drive that has to live there 24/7.
Now, some folks suggested just throwing a little USB fan up there to, cool things down. And yeah, while moving air helps, you really can't outsmart basic physics. As one commenter put it quite bluntly, as the difference between the ambient air temperature and your baked electronics gets smaller, you need drastically more airflow just to make up for it. Cleverness rarely beats a fundamentally bad environment. Tidy cabling and a tiny little fan, they're not going to magically turn hot, stagnant attic air into an AC unit.
Moving on to Section 3, beyond the hard drive, other suffering parts.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the hard drive is getting all the attention right now. Why? Because Smart is specifically designed and built to yell at humans. It literally has a built-in mechanism to send those emails. But what is truly terrifying is what you don't hear screaming. Sustained high ambient temperature doesn't just punish the hard drive. It punishes the whole shebang. The RAM, the CPU, the chipset, the power supply, and oh man, especially the UPS batteries. A hard drive throwing an airflow temperature warning isn't just some isolated personality flaw of that one disk, it's the very first visible symptom that your entire room has become a slow-motion hardware stress test.
And the irony here, it's thick, and the danger is incredibly real, because this machine isn't just playing games. It is a Proxmox Backup Server. It's supposed to be the safety net for this owner's data. Putting your absolute critical safety net in the single harshest thermal spot in the whole house is a wild risk. Like we just mentioned, UPS batteries absolutely despise heat. A dying UPS in a baking loft is one of those silent failures that looks totally fine on the surface right up until the exact second the power drops you need it, and poof, it fails. Backups are literally the last place you want to gamble.
Section 4. The real acknowledgement. Moving the machine.
So, the crucial point is, the technical answer might have been a simple config flag, but the real answer was always physical. Thankfully, the owner made the right call here. They relocated the server entirely, moving it out of the roasting loft and down into a much cooler model railway room. And this perfectly brings us to how we should be handling alerts in a mature way moving forward. Listen, muting an alert isn't inherently wrong, but the order of operations matters immensely. The grown-up monitoring strategy looks exactly like this. Step 1, fix the physical environment. Step 2, confirm the temperature actually stays sane and your hardware is safe. And Step 3, only then do you go in and reduce those duplicate alerts.
To wrap up the source material, we've got 3 really sensible takeaways here. Number 1, don't just assume a daily email is a historical reminder. It very well might be a fresh warning of a recurring disaster. Number 2, never, ever put backup infrastructure in hostile rooms where heat and humidity are just baked into the failure model. And number 3, tune your alerting only after you fully understand what it is you're muting, because at the end of the day, your data, it has no idea, it's just a hobby. It only knows temperature, airflow, and time.
Which leaves us with this final thought to kind of evaluate in our own setups. Next time that red light starts flashing and your inbox is filling up with warnings, you really have to ask yourself, is my infrastructure just asking for a software acknowledgement, or is it actually crying out for a rescue? Make absolutely sure you know the difference before you hit mute.